With the arrival of new heroes, Land of Dawn is already shaking with all the buffs and nerfs. Not one, not two, but 57 heroes are getting adjusted, with many more battlefield updates. So let's not wait anymore and get straight into it. Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video we will look into the patch note that just dropped into the original server. Let's get right into the hero changes, starting off with the new queen herself, Zetian. The Celestial Empress makes a grand debut and she is bringing some divine firepower. We have already covered a full detailed video here, you can check it yourself from here. Here are some quick breakdown. Her passive grants spell vamp and periodic shields that stun enemies. Skill 1 cast up to 3 waves with the last one pulling enemies. Skill 2 summons a Phoenix Spirit that slows and deals damage in burst. And her ultimate, a full team movement boost, enemy-wide stun, and total map vision. Absolute chaos, beautifully packaged. Now let's move on to the hero adjustments. We will try to keep it as short as possible. First off, Rafaela's revival gets divine. Her new passive divine resurrection now lets her bring allies back from the dead instantly. And there's a cooldown tied to the revived allies' respawn time. Skill 1 gets a damage nerf, but it's now faster overall. You win some, you delay some. Amon's got a stealthy little buff. His passive now gives 80% speed boost and enhanced basic attacks, reduced cooldowns even more. Skill 1, 2 and his ultimate all got cooldowns buff, making his shard play smoother and faster. More dash, more splash. Our load just becomes slipperier. His skill 2 now grants a burst of movement speed when hitting marked targets, and the ultimate cooldowns get shorter with every level. His is still dashing bruiser, but now with better gateway options. Leslie's got her eye on the crits. Her penetration to crit ratio just double, and she now gains crit chance with her ultimate scaling from 10 to 20%. Skill 1 grants a brief immunity that helps her stay in stealth longer. Classic Sniper now with extra string. Ixia gets a recalibration. Her basic attack range got nerfed from 5 to 4.8, but everything else is optimized. More lifesteal scaling, better movement speed after hitting enemies, and tighter ultimate targeting. With the cooldown reduction in her ultimate, I think she will be more picked now. Bruno's staking made simpler. His passive now builds crit chance faster, even though the maximum stakes got lowered, and his skill 1 mana cost got reduced, making him more spam friendly for constant poke pressure. Nathan's tweaks are tiny but helpful. His skill 1 cooldown is now slightly shorter, helping him maintain his passive stakes more consistently in skirmishes, smooth, efficient, effective. Lilia's burst is back on the menu. Skill 2 now has a flat 6-second cooldown and cheaper mana cost. It also packs more magic power scaling. Her glooms recharge shadow energy faster, but with less growth per level. Overall, more bombs, less weight. Kadita gets a wave she deserves. She is quicker now, movement speeds up, dashing is smoother, and both her skills are cheaper to cast. Plus her ultimate now only gets interrupted by suppression. Chain those combos like the Sea Queen you are. Kagura faints, it's time to shine. Her shield is stronger now and her skill 2 gives a brief immunity when cleansing debuffs. Basically more survivability in those tricky umbrella dance-offs. Lunox didn't get buffed or nerfed, just smarter. You can now switch out of chaos state to order and cast ultimate more fluidly. It's a quality of life tweak that helps her pull off cleaner, burstier combos. Audits got a smoother performance. Mana cost reduced across the board. Her skill 2 now cast quicker and her ultimate is cheaper too. No huge reworks, just a bit of elegant polish. Roger's human form just got more beastie. They removed his basic attack backswing, speed up skill 1 animations, and shaved a few seconds off his ultimate cooldown. Expect his early game aggression to spike. Hellcut just got way more annoying. His skill 1 now reveals terrified enemies and skill 2 hits harder and homes in on scared targets. His ultimate instantly restricts vision now. Even with reduced scaling, he is more lethal and more frustrating. Lancelot's first skill hits harder. His mal duration was cut from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. But his base damage got buffed big time. Expect more burst in less time. Gushin returns with smoother dashes. His skill 2 cooldown got trimmed to 9 seconds in all levels. And his ultimate now has more dash range, more speed and less downtime. Dive in, pop off, dash out. Nolan's early game just got a sharper edge. His passive now gives more energy regen and higher base damage, helping him sustain his aggression in the first few minutes. Yuzong is bulkier and bouncier. His passive recovery got optimized and the HP bonus during his ultimate has basically doubled. He is going to be much tankier during dragon dives. Minsita gets more swing for less blink. His passive and regen are stronger and his skill 2 cooldown is now just 4 seconds. But his skill 1 scaling took a big hit. Less item dependency now, but you will have to play more strategically. Xbox spin is out of control. His ultimate now spins 14 times instead of 7. Damage per hit is slightly turned down, but Viagra supplies are no longer wasted during the ultimate. Uranus becomes a solo push code. His basic attacks now deal bonus magic damage based on his physical attack and radiant stakes. Skill 1 joins in with bonus scaling per stick too. Though it no longer sticks from enemies hit, this rework gives him real pressure in 1v1 lanes. Lapu Lapu's tank game is sharper. He now gets a flat 30% damage reduction for hitting just one enemy, plus more per additional hero. And his skill 1, shorter cooldown and harder to interrupt. Less squish, more swing. Terizla Bake from the grave. With a shorter cooldown on skill 1 and more early damage to minions on skill 2, he is finally getting some wave clear and lane pressure again. Pakito's punish game just got smoother. Lower cooldowns on skill 2 and ultimate means fewer punishments for missing skills. Ruby's lifesteal is no joke now. Spellwim now scales from 6% to 20% and her defensive states after the dash have been evened out. She is tanky and sustaining. Aldous won't go out of mana anymore. His skill 1 mana cost drops significantly, letting him charge punches without draining his bar dry. Esmeralda's back in the teamfight business. Her ultimate has a reduced cooldown and lower mana cost, letting her slide in and out of battles more often. Kalia's wings clipped. She loses knockback on her first enhanced basic attack and most of her damage numbers took a hit. Even her dash and slaying distances are trimmed. RIP Airborne Queen for now. Lucas loses some early bite. Lower base damage, slower energy gain, longer cooldowns, but a slight buff to resolve from his ultimate. His early dominance is random, but the late game still packs heat. Hayabusa's mark mechanic changed. He can now apply just one shadow mark at a time, but his ultimate gets a new scaling structure, lower at base but more rewarding if you are stacked right. Kimi's ultimate got nerfed, finally. Longer cooldown and shorter range plus a new center point logic. No more full screen snipes with easy clears. Selena's arrow spam nerf. Her ultimate now has a flat cooldown, making her late game less oppressive. But hey, she gets a bonus magic power to make up for it. Fanny energy rebalance. Lower cost on skill 1 and ultimate, but skill 2 now eats up more juice. You will need cleaner routes to maximize her flight time. Zushin Vol's hack removed. Her skill 2 no longer reveals an entire bush, only heroes hit. Map hacks disabled. Louise and Chip both get called out. Their ultimate now reveals their position slightly before teleporting. Enemies finally get time to react barely. Estus become more than a heal bot. He now boosts allies' hybrid defense, but in return, healing numbers across the board got reduced. Less pure sustain, more support variety. Matilda's shield cut down. Her skill 2 offers less protection for herself and allies. Still mobile, but now easier to catch. Florine's heal doesn't remove anti-heal anymore. Instead, it increases ally healing received by 12%. Buff swap, use it wisely. Antilla's shield gets scaled down. Her ultimate shield values drops at every stage, but the scaling is slightly more generous. A small nerf, but it's still noticeable. Baksha's anti-heal is now 40%. Yup, no more full 50% reduction from his passive. It's in line with the new healing item changes. Barrett's trades resilience for raw states. His stakes-based resilience is gone, replaced with a flat 20% at full stakes. Plus a small buff to hybrid defense. It's still chunky. Lynx gets a new slowdown. His ultimate now slows enemies by 40% for 1.5 seconds. Extra punishment for being airborne. Khufra's punch now flows better. They cut down skill 1's backswing time when it hits. And his ultimate is only interruptible by suppression now. Smooth Tank engages incoming. Minotaur gets a full armor upgrade. All his defenses, both base and scaling, have gone up. He's bulkier and ready to brawl through the new resilience meta. Atlas freezes faster. His passive freeze trigger time drops to 2 seconds, helping him lock enemies down more reliably before flickering into fatal links. Guinevere and Vale airborne upgrades. Their skill 2 knocks up now last longer. Guinevere's gets 1 second, Vale gets 0.8 seconds. Hanzo's jungle speed was a little too crazy, so his skill 1 cooldown went from 25 to 15 seconds to 30 to 20 seconds. But to help him out, the cooldowns get reduced by 60%, up from 50%, when used on the turtle lord or enemy heroes. Freya is next. Her basic attacks now only deal 75% damage to jungle creeps. Same goes for Alpha. His passive was pulling over time, so it's been reined into just 75% damage to creeps too. Joe had also got checked. His passive now deals only 50% damage to creeps. That's a big slowdown for his early clear speed. And Julian, his enhanced basic attack have been nerfed to deal only 75% damage to creeps, keeping him more snowballing too fast. But not everyone got slapped. Some heroes actually got love. Alucard now deals 10% more damage to creeps across the board, thanks to his new Demon Hunter passive boost. Sun joins him too. His basic attack and those of his clones now deal plus 50 damage to creeps, giving his clear some serious punch. And finally, Saber's skill 1 no longer has reduced damage to creeps. That's 50% penalty gone. Moving on to battlefield adjustments. Jungling adjustments first. To level the jungle field, Blaze Jungle Boots now deal more DPS, 25 per second bump to 40. And for non-marksman hero, the number is doubled. So tanks and fighter rejoice. Turtle timing just got smarter. The small stream near the turtle now persists until the turtle is killed, not just 15 seconds before spawn. This gives side laners more flexibility to rotate or contest. EXP lane gets a real glow up. The EXP Siege minion now gives more EXP from minute 2 to 5. Add in the Scavenger Crab, which now respawns 15 seconds faster and has 0 defense and early EXP lane dominance, just got real. Golden Crab takes a hit. Same faster spawn and no defenses like its EXP cousin, but gold rewards are down by 22%. Sorry gold laners. Molten Fiend, Thunder Fenrir and the Beetles all bulked up. Their HP is now 30% higher, but in return their base attack drops by 15%. Harder to clear early, but less punishing if you mess up. Blizzard and Lava Golem follow suit. Same adjustment, more HP, less damage. Jungle control will take a bit more effort, but less risk of getting deleted during the clear. Now let's talk about battle spells, starting with Inspire. The Inspire rework now better tracks actual basic attacks. Hanabi means your bounce spam days are over. The enhancement count drops from 8 to 6, and instead of ignoring just physical defense, Inspire now bypass hybrid defense. But there's a trade-off. HP regen from basic attack got trimmed. It's more versatile but a little less forgiving. Retribution effect get rebalanced across the board. Ice and Flame retribution duration are now just 3 seconds, but Flame's power boost jumps from 100 to 120, giving it a bit more bite. Bloody retribution gets a buff, now stealing more HP based on your extra health pool. All in all, different jungle styles now have clearer identities. Revitalize gets hit with a healing nerf. The healing boost is now 20% instead of 25%. Less overheal, more balance. Let's now talk items, and oh boy, this patch really went deep into the shop. Endless Battle reworked for more sustain. They removed the 8% hybrid lifesteal and replaced the Divine Justice effect. Instead of getting movement speed, you now heal for 80 plus 40% of total physical attack when triggered. It's simpler and it actually helps you live longer. Stalin Scythe got nerfed. This thing was dishing out too much true damage too frequently. Now it's cheaper from 2220 to 2120 coins. But its passive cooldown jumped from 1.5 seconds to 5 seconds. Instead of giving you speed, it now slows enemies by 40%. Still bursty, just not spammy. Moving to anti-hail gear. Glowing Wand, Sea Halberd and Dominance Eyes, they all had their healing reduction effect toned down from 50% to 40%. This is a global balance touch since healing dependent heroes were falling too hard if you just draped one of these. Now on to Ares belt, which got a price cut from 900 to 700, but its maximum HP also dropped from 770 to 600. It's cheaper but weaker. Brute Force breastplate, this one got a glow up. Maximum HP went from 600 to 800 and it's more expensive now from 1870 to 2070. But that's not all. Its resilience at maximum stakes was doubled from 15% to 25%. And it now requires an Ares belt to build. It's more expensive, more defensive and definitely more meta ready. Queen's Wing followed the same pattern. Maximum HP increased 600 to 750, but adaptive attack got cut down to 30. And yup, it now also needs an Ares belt. Cursed Helmet is now on the same belt, wearing teamed Ares belt required. Twilight Armor gets a rework. You now need 2 Ares belt to build it. And the new redemption passive is clutch. If your HP drops below 30%, you will recover 20% maximum HP over 4 seconds. As a 60-second cooldown, basically a budget immortality style safety net. Guardian Helmet got a big buff. Maximum HP went up from 1550 to 1800 and price bumped up to 2500. Again Ares belt is needed and this one eats 3 of them. Thunderbelt however got a hit, its HP dropped from 800 to 600. Let's talk boots. Tough Boots took a minor nerf, its CC duration reduction from 30% to 25%, just to keep things in line with resilience adjustments. Rapid Boots are now a lot more helpful, it got a new effect now plus 12 HP regen, and its price is dropped from 750 to 700, but you will now need 2 healing necklaces to complete it. Roaming Blessing Die Hit got a cooldown buff 30 seconds to 15 seconds. That's double the trigger rate, huge for tanks who rely on pickoffs. Roaming Blessing Favor got a cooldown nerf 10 seconds to 15 seconds. Immortality is better too, maximum HP increased to 850, but yeah, now you will need that extra vitality crystal as well. Rogue Potion swapped out its 25% CC duration reduction for 5% damage reduction. You will have to drink it wisely now. Rose Gold Meteor took a durability nerf for early to mid game. The shield formula changed from 750 to 70 hero level to just 120 times hero level. So unless you are levels 11 plus, you are going to notice that drop. Same story for Magic Blade. Shield adjusted from 385 plus 35 multiplication hero level to 60 multiply hero level. That's a much lower starting shield, so it won't bail you out as easily in early trades anymore. Alright, now let's move on to something that affects everyone, emblem adjustments and a brand new resilience system. First, some love for our fighter emblem users. Spellwhelm gets a juicy bump from 10% to 12% and hybrid defense goes from 6 to 8. So whether you are brawling in lane or diving mid-fight, you are now slightly tankier and heal just a bit more with every swing. Then we have Weapon Master, now with 8% extra attack speed instead of just 5%. That's a big jump if you are building pure damage. Expect this to show up in more assassin setups and glass cannon traits. Festival of Blood. Say hello to more stakes, it now maxes out at 12 instead of 8, which means you are going to feel a lot more healing kick in as fights drag on. Now on to the nerfs. Quantum Charge sees its cooldown bumped up from 8 seconds to 10. That extra 2 seconds gap might seem small, but it definitely slows down some of those chase heavy plays. And Fatal, the emblem talent knows for critting faces off. Its crit damage has been chopped from 10% to just 5%. Yeah, that's one gonna hurt for the crit reliant burst builds. Now here comes the big one, Resilience. The new state now reduces the duration of airborne effects, knocks up and all that annoying crowd control, but there's a catch. It doesn't affect Saber and Kalia since their knockups are core to their kit. This change is massive and it's already causing ripple effects across the battlefield. They have also introduced new Battlefield Draft mode, featuring the All-Star Dino theme. You can check this video out to know more about them. There are Battlefield optimizations also, but I feel you should check them out yourself. And there is a whole section on bug fixes as well. Check them out when you are free. So guys, which hero are you particularly playing after this patch? Are you going to spam the new hero Zetian? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So that will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.